From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A large storm will finish its cross-country trek at the end of this week, delivering rain, snow, and ice to the Midwest and the Northeast, which will result in widespread disruptions and hazardous travel. The upcoming storm is expected briefly to interrupt the pattern of quick-hitting cold fronts that have unleashed snow showers, squalls, and gusty winds on the Great Lakes region and the Northeast this week. The same storm is forecast to bring a narrow band of heavy snow to Colorado into Thursday, accompanied by flooding downpours and severe thunderstorms across the South. As the storm organizes across the southern plains, a narrow but intense band of snow is expected to take shape across eastern Colorado. Now, there is an increasing likelihood that this heavy snow band will target the Denver metro area or areas close by beginning early this morning. Motorists should prepare for rapidly deteriorating road conditions ahead of the morning commute along parts of Interstate 25 and Interstate 70. Even if the heavy snow band bypasses Denver, significant snowfall and challenging travel conditions may lie not too far to the east and south of the city. More than 6 inches of snow is possible over the Palmer Divide just south of Denver. Winter weather conditions may make a hop, skip, and a jump across the plain states, where the storm will have to generate sufficient cold air to produce snow. Wet snowflakes may mix with rain if precipitation falls heavily from northeastern Kansas through Iowa and northern Illinois between Thursday night and Friday. Now, farther to the east, winter driving hazards will be limited to a narrow corridor from Michigan to Maine as cold air retreats before and during the storm, and then milder air takes its place. Even if the air temperature remains just above freezing, ground temperatures can be a few degrees lower, particularly in areas where snow has persisted, leading to precipitation freezing on some surfaces. Roads that remain heavily salted should face minimal issues with slick conditions, but bridges, overpasses, and shaded areas will be the most vulnerable. Farther north, cold air will linger longer and result in all or mostly snow for the duration of the event. Milder weather along the I-95 corridor will result in rain rather than snow on Friday, with temperatures in the 40s and the 50s from D.C. to Boston. Travelers may still encounter slower travel, including on the roads and at the airports. The storm will swiftly move off the coast by the weekend, leaving behind cool and blustery, yet dry and sunny weather on Saturday. 3 backcountry skiers were miraculously rescued near Washington State's Stevens Pass last week, thanks to an SOS alert sent from an iOS device despite the lack of cellular service. On January 22nd, the local county sheriff's office received an Apple iOS SOS alert from a backcountry skier near Stevens Pass. The only information provided was that a skier had fallen approximately 1,000 feet and sustained a leg injury. Now, newer iPhones and Apple Watches can connect directly to satellites for emergency communications, even when users are out of cell service range. The sheriff's office requested assistance from King County Sheriff's Office Air Support, and a helicopter crew responded to the scene just after sunset. A video shared by King County Sheriff Air Support showed the helicopter crew arriving to find 3 skiers waving them down. The crew then lowered a rescuer to the skiers' location to prepare them to be hoisted to safety. They were down at the base of some really steep terrain, near some pretty tall trees. 2 of the skiers had fallen about 500 feet, with one sustaining a broken leg and the other sustaining a broken wrist and an injured knee. A 3rd skier was uninjured. They're hurting, but they'll be fine, and it will take some time to heal. That's all for now. You can find more stories and regional forecasts at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.